Welcome, my love. Your primal intuitive power is clairvoyance or clear seeing. And what this means is that you connect through your intuition most easily through the visual channel. And so, as clairvoyants, we tend to understand new things and process information in a very visual way. So, if we prefer to learn and absorb information through videos or images and other tangible ways that really stimulate your seeing senses. And as clairvoyants, we tend to love things that are really vibrant and talk in metaphors that bring lots of images and life to stories and when you're describing things. And oftentimes we will imagine things in our mind's eye. So we might be describing something and we see a picture of it in our mind. So images and pictures and creation and art, really visual colors are things that tend to be illuminated when we have this gift as our main gift. This gift can act in a number of ways. It can be from really where when you close your eyes, all you can see is a wisp of what you think might look like an image, all the way to like you see ghosts walking around and people that have passed over already. You see things that haven't happened yet, like premonitions, things into the future. It can often look like a movie. So you might, if you close your eyes, you see it like a movie being played out in front of you of the way that intuitive information comes to you. You're likely to be able to see energy really well, like be able to see colors, see the chakras, see how energy moves and flows. You have a real sense of being connected to this visual channel. And deja vu, right, can be something that you experience a lot too, because it's that ability to see through time and space. This gift is connected to the third eye or the sixth chakra, which is right here, the Ajna chakra. And it is considered a solar clair and associated with the sun. So there's lunar clairs for the moon and solar clairs for the sun. And this can be a very fiery gift to have. It can be very frightening for some of us because we're not really comfortable with what we might see. And so we can really tend to hide from this gift because we get afraid that we're going to start seeing people following us or see car accidents happen that haven't happened yet. And so it can be tricky to develop sometimes because of this fear. And so really important, right, to lean into yourself, into trusting yourself, into really playing with this gift in a really fun way so that you become comfortable with it. And because there's so much richness in this gift, it is one of the most colorful gifts, or the most sort of satisfying gifts, maybe, let's say, because you can actually see into the unseen world. You can see through the realms, see through the dimensions. And that is not everybody. So, but a lot of people want that, right? So you have this incredible capacity to see what cannot be seen. And it's a really beautiful thing to just go slowly, really let this gift lead you. And it can be really helpful, right, to set an intention when you go into developing and practicing this gift, because that can really take away some of this part of you that might be afraid. If you really intend to see for the highest good and have an archangel come in with you, I love Archangel Michael, but really get support as you are developing this gift that can make you feel safer, right? Creating a sacred space for your intuition to unfold. As you're developing your skills, it can be really helpful to tune into colors and really notice visual cues and let your imagination run wild, right? This gift is very connected to your imagination because as children, we can see imaginary friends and see the elves and see the gnomes and the fairies and all the things, right? And then as we get older, we kind of shut that all away. So this imaginal part of us is very, very powerful and potent when we are developing this gift of clairvoyance. And really let yourself practice seeing what isn't there. And you can allow your vision to blur and maybe just watch for shapes and movement and look out of the corners of your eyes. Oftentimes there's ability to see through the veil out of the corners of your eyes rather than through the front of your eyes, which we've all been conditioned to only see a particular way when we look forward. But when we access this more peripheral vision, we can see more of what we're not thinking we're going to see. And also what can be really cool to do is light a candle in a dark room and stare at the flame while clearing your mind and focusing on your breath. And this can really help activate your seeing sense. Another fun way that you can connect in with this as well, with this primal intuitive power, is go play with a camera. Pick up your iPhone, pick up an old Polaroid camera, or just something where you are using something to see through rather than just using your eyes. There's something about taking it one step away from you that can open up something that we see in a different way, or gives us access to a liminal realm because there's a conduit between your eyes that have developed a certain way and then what is actually available to be seen if we're attuned to it. So really sort of spend time looking at your subject through the camera lens, or looking at a tree or the ocean, and help yourself to see it differently. So this can really strengthen the visual channel. A big part of developing your intuition is really learning to trust yourself and exploring who you truly are underneath all of your conditioning, your stories, your beliefs, the programming that gets handed down to us. And for me, this meant committing to practices, devoting myself to meditation, to getting to know myself, to doing my deep inner work. Learning who am I as a divine being, not who am I as Sarah walking through the world, living into everybody's expectations of me, but who am I as my authentic self. And I found that I could only do this in silence, right? In stillness, in really being willing to be with myself. So even if you're new to meditation, I encourage you, right, to 5 minutes a day is great. It's a great place to start. I have a favorite quote that I love, and it says, if you can't find 5 minutes a day to meditate, then meditate for 10. And it really just speaks to how meditation changes our life, that we learn how to bend time, we learn how to understand ourselves differently, to speak up for ourselves, to stand up for ourselves, to live from our authentic truth. So the magic really happens in the quiet, in the shutting out the noise, and being willing, right? Being willing to go within. So if you enjoyed this information and you want to dive deeper into the clairs, there's the other videos underneath. They go into each of the 4 clairs for us. And there's also a mini masterclass if you'd love to watch that. And then if you want even more, because you are here through watching our quiz or taking our quiz, we have a gift for you where we're offering 50% off our Unleash Your Primal Intuitive Power program. It's a self-study, and it really goes deeper into what we've talked about here, and it has a ton of tools to develop each of the gifts. It has meditation, it has practices, has ritual, really ways for you to dive deep in. And again, because you're here, because of the quiz, there's 50% off. There's a link below. Please check that out. And welcome to our community. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being on this journey with us. It's so important that we develop our intuition. I think it's the way that we will reclaim our power. It's the way that we can really live authentically. It's the way that we can be connected to what is the truth that is alive within us. I feel really passionate about this, and developing my intuition has changed my entire life. And I want to share that with you because you matter, you count, you are here for a reason, and you're here to make a difference in the world. So thank you.